Good morning. I apologize, but I am going to make this super fast. Um, I mean super fast because morning, Joe. Your boy has to get some additional sleep. It's 5:20. I don't know how you're up. Um, but that's going to be uh, my doing. Oh, I'm going to start out here. Let's see. No, there are. Yeah, here we go. Okay, that's what it is. Um, SPY. We'll go up there because I'm going to start there. And then OBS. Woohoo is right on Tesla. That's my main one. And hopefully the newsletter worked out for everybody yesterday. I'm going to hop right into it, Joe, because it's 5:21 and uh, that was here. Hold on one second. I'm getting an update on my neighbor's cat. Uh, uh, my neighbor's cat is not doing well. Um, yeah. So let me see. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna update about. Let's see. Oh no! Why is this not? No, stop. Why can't I type here? Hold on one second. There we go. Market. Newsletter update. Okay, I'm gonna head into this. I'm gonna start recording now. Good morning. It is Friday, June 9th, and it is 5:30 a.m. I am going to try and be semi-quiet because nobody else in the hotel is up, I should say. Let's start with newsletter. So I posted a new newsletter last night or yesterday afternoon with the pod by tech leaders. I included charts in this one. I included everything that you need to look at all the tech leaders, including SPY, QQQ. I even posted GameStop. There's Tesla in there. We'll talk about weekly charts. Apple. Subscribe to the newsletter. It's a good one. This particular one you will absolutely want to read. It is yesterday's. I'm going to try and do the same thing today while I work because I'm making the podcast so short. And I want to basically give you guys opportunities to trade, ideas, everything. So far, the futures are fairly flat, but yesterday was a good day. And I will tell you, officially, we're in a bull market. Officially yesterday, the SPY closed 20% above its recent October lows. That is the definition of a bull market. And you can see from the 4-hour algorithm, you still have confirmation. From the weekly, it is currently a green candle. It is slightly above, It's at 429.25 in pre-market, so it's officially a bull market right now. Other big news, Tesla. If you didn't hear and you didn't pay attention in the Facebook group, there were some questions about Tesla. Why is it rising after hours? Well, GM finally announced that they will join Ford with a Tesla charging station partnership. So essentially, whether you buy GM, whether you buy Ford, whether you buy a Tesla, you will be able to use the Tesla network. As a Tesla owner, I can absolutely 100% tell you this is a game changer for Tesla. It's a game changer for EVs. It's a game changer for the administration. CCS, which was the charging network of Electrify America, which was the standard for Ford and GM, that is going to go bye-bye. Bye-bye, baby. It is annoying. It's the connector's the size of a basketball. It is super, super shitty. So understand the Biden administration chose that one as the standard, and there's a reason for that. The main reason is they just didn't like Tesla because Tesla is not a union shop. This leaves EV makers, Volkswagen, Polestar, Rivian, and a couple of others. As Ford and GM ramp up, remember, those are the only two EV makers that have significant production ramp-ups that are possible. These guys can make 1 million cars, EVs, within the next 5 years. That is super, super fast. Rivian will absolutely not do that. So far in pre-market, Tesla is up 6%. It's at 250. So Tesla is going to cover that gap. I would say if you're trading Tesla, take your profits. That would be my assumption that you would do. Because as we get up here to 260 and 266, it's becoming a little stretched. Is it a great stock? It absolutely is. You can hold it. Hold this one, and you could absolutely just pull it back as it dips down under the 200-day again. We're about to have the golden cross. So you're up here. Your all-time highs are around 400 here. Way back in 2022. But I do think that this gap up here gets filled. That's the big one. In the Facebook group, I posted that Costco, TrendSpider did an analysis. July is one of the best months of the year, if not the best months of the year. I think this one might actually be going to 550. It's at 520 right now. Its all-time highs are right here around 600, and you can see in that descending wedge we've broken above it. So this is the weekly. I'll post this on the newsletter. I will post an analysis of Costco on the newsletter. What I do want to tell you guys is one tool that has helped me, and I will guide you on this one in the newsletter, but it's Google. And if you have stocks that you want, like the core portfolio here, I have the TrendSpider core portfolio that I follow. It's the daily stock picks core portfolio. If you sign up for TrendSpider, it's in there. The core investment group by Gary. I have that in a Google watch list. And so every day at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, whatever it is, at the end of the day, I get an email or an alert on my phone from Google. Hey, here's how your stocks did. Simple as that. It's super, super simple. It's super easy. It's free. And again, it's a tip that has helped me. Target. Target received a hold rating. It was downgraded by Citigroup. Citi analyst Paul Lejeune. He reduced it to from a buy rating to a hold rating, saying it might be a long haul with sales, the slump in social media, blah, blah, blah. Currently, this analyst on Target is a moderate buy with an average price target. This is the overall moderate buy with an average price target of 177. This is at 131. Truist also maintained a hold rating on the stock with a $137 price target. It's gonna be a long haul. Could you go down to the 120s? Absolutely. In pre-market, you're at 129. You're down 1.42. Bad news is just covering this. I am probably going to buy more Target in the 120s. The only reason I'm actually doing that is if we look at a long term here, you're dipping under the 200-day. Once it has confirmation on the 200-day, it might be around 140 or so. I'll probably dip back in. I do have a large position in Target. It's five figures. So, but the average price my average price per share is like 111 or maybe in the 110s at this point. But pre-market it is down 129. I wanted to bring that up because we did have a cross up a couple of days ago on Target at 131. I said you were safe to buy. It's slightly down if you're trading this one, you want to limit your downside. Maybe think about taking some of it off the table with a slight loss. But if you're in for the long haul and you're holding this one, again, in my mind, I think you're fine. Let's look at Palantir. I did a Palantir. Let me pull up my notes here. If you want to look at Palantir, there is a great TrendSpider chart, and here it is. It's the average VWAP. This is all-time highs, and that's the average VWAP bouncing off of that one. Take a look at it. All-time highs anchored VWAP for the win. This was essentially what TrendSpider had automatically written for days. It's a weekly chart. Essentially, this is telling you, hey, maybe we've reached our peak there at $15. I don't think so. I posted an article in the private Facebook group about Palantir, how the CEO says the AI stalling is just a mistake, absolute mistake. So look at Palantir. I think that one's in. We'll pull this one up on my chart. Palantir was a buy in the algorithm at $7.82. You're at $15.20. You've almost doubled your money. Absolutely almost double your money. The MACD is crossing down. You're getting a little bit of a button hook here. Again, the anchored VWAP from TrendSpider says that we've reached a top. If you bought this one and you're looking to trade it, I would say take some profits here. You could come back to the $13 and $14 range, buy it again. Because if you sell for a profit, you don't have a watershed moment. So I think you're fine. But the gaps do worry me. The anchored VWAP worries me. I do think it's $20 stock. Decide if it's a long-term play for you or not. Oracle. I want you guys to know that Oracle is participating in the AI stuff. They are going to probably bring it up a ton on earnings day, June 12th, so next week. I would expect this one, even though it's at all-time highs at 107, I would expect it to pop. That's just me. I do think that it's going to pop. Again, I probably wouldn't start a position here. If you're in on Oracle, I would absolutely hold. Even though this button hook has happened, I have good things, good ideas about the earnings. They'll probably announce another huge buyback, which they're going to retire shares. I think this is a good one. I don't think you should get out of it. That's my point. I want to make sure, because it's a podcast favorite, I do not have this in the core portfolio. It is just a stock I like. And the reason I like it is I think you could trade it, but it's slowly turning into one that I think you could actually hold. Again, they have the Uber contract to take Uber from premise-based storage to cloud storage. I really like this one. Another one that I like but has gotten beaten up is DocuSign. In pre-market, this one is up to $62. Remember, I believe I brought this up when it was $49 at the beginning of May. I said there's this gap up here between 60 and 63. I think it could hit it. Well, today in pre-market, it's at 62.79, up 7%. It was up 10%. So I do think that this is a big, big deal. A couple of others, NVIDIA, get it while it's under 400. Shopify at 59.61. Get it while it's under 60. Target, I think you could buy it under 30. Uber is over 40. Looks like some of our Roblox under 40. It's at 39. You could buy this under 40, sell it over 40. PXD is still cheap. It's 207.06. Your boy has it at about 204, 205 average. There was a question about PanW. Is it too late to get into this one? I would say wait. I just don't know how much of this actual gain is based on it being included in the S&P 500. I own this one, I think, at about 180. I am currently holding it. It is a long-term holding for me. I'm close to actually being 1 year because I'll bring back the weekly. It was around this time that I bought in at about 170, 180. I added more as it dipped down. You can see the pain that I was in. I was rewarded. Again, good companies with good profits, with good management, with good products actually make a difference to hold, and long-term will win. Short-term pain sometimes with those kinds of companies turns into gains. Cleveland Cliffs, it's at 16. 16 materials have started to come back. Bank of America, I think for the long term, you buy this under 30. Amazon is down slightly. Apple's up over 180 again. So there you have my look on it. I will include the scans in the newsletter. Sign up for the newsletter at, what's the thing again? It is dailystockpick.substack.com. And again, this newsletter that I did yesterday, I think you'll find a lot of benefit from that one. I think you'll find a lot of benefit from receiving this in your email free every day. The other one that I recommend that you sign up for is My Weekly Stock. He sends out a weekly Saturday update, and he sends out a stock on Mondays. And essentially, here's his performance. 2019, this is just buying on a Monday, selling on a Friday. 48%. Look at 2020. Now, here's what you really have to look at. 2022, you were down, I think, between 12 and 14% on the S&P. I know your portfolio was down in 2022 last year. Buying on a Monday, selling on a Friday, he was up 13%. Again, it's free. Absolute 100% for free. So far this year, he's up 1%. That's because he focuses on the Dow. The Dow is only 30 stocks. So he doesn't have a lot to pick from. And the Dow, let's see. Let's go to Seeking Alpha. And we'll go, I think it's DJA, Dow Jones Industrial. Let's look. DJI. There we go. Year to date, you're up 2%. So he's underperforming by 1%. But I do think those are the two newsletters you should have. So that's it for the podcast today. I will upload this to YouTube. I will also upload this as a podcast, and I will have the newsletter out to you guys later today. Have a good weekend. I'm back to my regular home on Monday. I'm flying back on Sunday, so I'll be back doing the regular podcast next week. Okay, take care. Okay, that's it. Uraj, that's up to you. Yeah, I use the 200-day SMA. Let me just make sure. Yeah. So essentially my the way I work this chart, let's put up Tesla. I have a 200-day SMA, which is the red line. I have a 50-day SMA, which is the blue line. And I have a 9 and a 21 EMA. The reason is EMAs change faster and react quicker. So I like them on lower time frames. SMAs are significantly more accurate, and so I like them on long term. And Tesla, on a 4-hour, you just got a golden cross. So depends on your time frame. If you want to take your profits, I mean, you don't have very long. In pre-market, you're at 249. 249 to cover this gap between 250 and 262. That's not much. I would probably take that one, and then maybe next week he announces that they're slowing down in China, and all of a sudden you're out. I mean, that's the chance that you're taking, is that something happens with that stock, and it happens a lot. It does happen quite a bit. So I would not probably take the chance. Let me export this as a audio only. Friday pod desktop. Export that as audio only. It's very short. Very, very short. And I'm going to open this. Oh, come on. 69, yeah, there we go. And we're going to drop this in. It's 11 minutes. And let's see. Okay, hold on. I've got to. Okay. We're going to share, exports onto disk, desktop, export. Boom. Sure. Divine Empress. Let me here. I'll look at NVIDIA for you. NVIDIA's stretched. I mean, honest to God, I don't trade options. Divine Empress. Hold on. Let me get to GarageBand. I gotta shut this down so I'm not hearing echo in my. Here's my algorithm with with NVIDIA, and you can see here is NVIDIA 275. April 28th, it said buy at 275. You're still in. The problem that you have, if I zoom in on this, is right here. The earnings gap between 307 and 365, where it gapped up. That is using 375 as support. I can't tell you what it's going to do today. I can't tell you whether you should take chances on options. It is up 1%. I think long term, this is a $400 stock, and my guidance on NVIDIA Divine Empress is buy under 400, sell over 400. That's if you want to trade it. If you want to hold this one like me for the long term, just buy when it dips under 400. We used to have a $300 as the buy dip, and you can see how well that's performed out. But I'm not an options trader. I am someone who buys and holds and makes my money on swing trades. And I'll use options every now and then as just a hedge. So it's hedge on positions. I don't make my money doing options. It is more about insurance. So hopefully that helps. And I am going to get out of here. It's going to be super short today. Remember, if you're here and you're not subscribed, subscribe. I'm here every day. I've just got to work. It's 5:43 in the morning. I'm on the West Coast. I will be back regularly next week. So make sure that you subscribe and hit the like button so that, I'll post the actual podcast. It's 11 minutes long. It is not very long, but I'll post that as a separate video. So if you subscribe, you can watch that today. It goes over all the Tesla stuff. It goes everything that you need. Divine Empress, I am happy to help you. I wish I knew options better, but listen, there's a lot of people out there who will tell you Divine Empress, oh, I know exactly what this is going to do. Nah, nobody knows. I mean, it's a roll of the dice with options, especially if you've got Friday expiring or if you're buying short-term options. It's gambling. But okay, take care, you guys. Have a great weekend. I am going to be at Snapdragon Stadium if anyone's in San Diego.